Hello everybody, welcome to Red Tool House. In today's episode we're going to do part 2 of our vermicomposting toilet build and detail how far we've made it this weekend. So in last week's videos we talked about, or last week's video, one of last week's videos, we talked about our vermicomposting toilet build we wanted to do up here at our camp. Again, we're about 2,700 feet of elevation, 2-3 hours away from the farm. So this is an area that we've obviously like to spend a lot of time, and we want to do recreation stuff up here. We need to have some basic infrastructure here, of course, and so we wanted to build our vermicomposting toilet that would also have a little bit of storage opportunity, and of course an outdoor shower on the back. To me, those are kind of the staples we like to have when we're camping, is a reliable toilet and a place to get clean. I'm a new man when I've had a shower, so well, documented a little bit of this. I think last time we just showed our posts. We had a bunch of 4x6s and a bunch of 4x4s in. So what we have is this structure, and I'll give us a tour here in a second, but we have this structure now that's a 4x8 building enclosed with a metal roof, single slope, with a gutter and rain catchment into our 55-gallon barrel. We had a little bit of rain last night that tested it, and it was holding water. There's some additional things I want to do with the plumbing to make that even more efficient. So of course, rain catchment that goes into the barrel will then feed the toilet tank, and that's why we have that barrel that high. So that'll be above the top of the toilet tank. So as most of you know, the toilet tank is filled from underneath, so we'll just have a flexible hose come in the bottom of the tank, and gravity and will obviously help lower that 55-gallon drum. The water comes out of that and fills up our toilet tank. When it flushes, of course, the sewage comes down into our vermicomposting tank. So let's look at that.
You need another piece of tape?
Yeah, 2 short pieces, about 4 inches long each. You gonna take it back, get the next one. You gonna try it again? So our vermicomposting tank, of course, documented that a little bit already, but we'll have our drain line or our sewer line coming down from the toilet. The toilet will be other side of this wall, of course. Come down 90 into the top of the tank that I've cut a hole in the lid. And we have our access port that we cut in the, this bar out of the way here, this access port that we cut into the IBC tote. So if I need to do some maintenance, add some more wood chips, do whatever we need to do, feed the worms, since we're going to be gone in between times up here, we may have to put some food scrap and some other things in there to make sure our worms don't starve, since we're not up here feeding them on a daily basis, if you know what I mean. So we've got that in place. Got our drain field set. I have one more connector I need to put there. I didn't buy the right one, so I've got to get one connector. So our drain field is going under the camera, just a buried, several buried pipes with holes drilled in them into a collection area of loamy, woody soil, and there's even a little swale area behind it that goes on. So that will catch, if this is doing what it's supposed to, then that drain field will actually just be gray water elements. That this obviously will removing all the solid fecal material to filter through this carbon, and of course just gray water coming out. So it's interesting. If lot of you guys have commented on the last video about this vermicomposting toilet. Again, I'll link again to the website where these sources are. There is some documentation that's available that shows different municipalities that have signed off on this as acceptable, as actually what they consider better than septic. So check that out. If you're thinking about doing this, just make sure it doesn't rub against your state or county laws. Here in West Virginia, it's not illegal to put gray water on the ground. This is an acceptable collection receptacle in our county that we're in, so we're good to go there. But I will be documenting this further on to just see how it works. So right now I've got wood chips less than halfway, so I'm going to bring it up some more. I want to go to about 2/3 wood chips, and we don't want to have it completely full because obviously we want our fecal material to spread out as much as possible as it comes in from the top. We want to give the worms opportunity to kind of kick around through, do all these different, work through the tank is what I'm trying to say. And the thing I have not done yet, of course, is I need to insulate and shade the tank. So I'll come back and we'll put some posts in around here, put some sacrificial boards up and backfill probably with some mulch, leaving my access port available here just in case I need to get down and do something with the drain field plumbing if there's a clog or something. So we'll see how it goes. I'm hoping here within the next month to have our toilet set. We don't have the toilet yet. Probably after shooting this video today, we'll have the drain hose or the sewer drain put in. So we'll have this entire section closed out and ready to go. Again, we got our water source, so all that's being confined here. But let's look at some of the details of the building and the outdoor shower. So as we mentioned before, the purpose of the elevation, you can see that's almost 5 feet high in the back corner. Again, we're on a slope. The slope goes from my truck downhill, a decent angle. So that's why you can see the difference there in the front and the back. It's about, what, 3 feet in the front and almost 5 feet in the back. So the purpose of that, of course, is based on the IBC tote. We let the IBC tote kind of set the tone on the elevation of everything. Recommendation is not to bury the IBC tote. It really can't handle being buried, but I've seen guys bury them the last 15 plus years. But we wanted to, I think I used the word recess. We recessed our IBC tote instead of completely burying it. But of course we've got deck stairs here. And then this is just our simple makeshift outdoor shower right now. So we're using the camping bag and just have our treated floor here. So again, our gray water's just hitting the ground in a collection area underneath. And we've just got some tarps stretched up for a little bit of privacy here. Nothing too exciting. But the plan will be to come back and actually incorporate some actual plumbing. So we'll have some plumbing here with a shower head, and we'll probably be using a 12-volt water pump below to pump our water. And I've got a really neat heating system. I'm going to document that some other time because I don't have it set up yet, but from our old camp. Dad and I went over and got it yesterday. But Dad's in here inside the privy making shelves. Say hi, Dad. So of course this is where we'll put the toilet will be. This is a 4x8 area, getting nothing fancy. And he's making some shelves here so we can have storage, leave some things behind, we can lock them up. So I bet some of my sawmill guys are saying, wait a minute, Troy, there's no sawed lumber in that Johnny house that you've built there. And I will have to confess that you are correct. I have not put any milled lumber into that. Started to mill, but I thought, well, I'm going to work on another project with the mill right now. We wanted to get up here at this specific weekend, this holiday weekend, to be able to build this. So we went ahead and obviously we want to use treated lumber, of course, since this is going to be a lot of ground contact stuff. This is going to be the anchor of our infrastructure, so we want it to last as long as possible. As far as the siding goes and the structural stuff, yeah, it was just easier to buy dimensional material, put the T111 up, get it up, be done. That way we can have it in place. We've already tested the shower. The shower works great. It was nice working a hard, sweaty day covered in sawdust. It was magical, as Kelly says. Yes. You want to come on camera, Kelly, and tell us about it? We haven't had our showers today yet, have we? I'm not camera worthy, and I guess she feels she's not camera worthy either. But we tested it out, worked great. Again, we had a pretty good downpour last night, so we already got some rain in our collection barrel there. We're anxious to try some additional rain collection when we put the deck on, or put the roof on the deck of our tent area. So just things we're going to kind of take little bites at a time and just enjoy building them. All right, well, take care, everybody.
Hello, way down there.
This is the kids' table down here.